Welcome to today's guided meditation. I want you just to close your eyes, breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. With each in-breath, taking in the consciousness and awareness that's available to you now. And with each out-breath, release all that no longer serves you, in order for you to be shining lighter and lighter, brighter and brighter. I want you just to take a few slow, deep body breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Allow this tone, this vibration, this frequency to go in and through and around your body as you just relax. Becoming more and more relaxed, more and more at ease, more and more at peace. I want you now to visualize yourself stepping into the most beautiful nature setting. Becoming aware of the beautiful greens, the colors of the flowers, the butterflies, and the bees. Everything vibrant with life. Feel the peace and the tranquility that resides here. The beauty and the harmony. As you venture along the pathway within the forest, seeing the ferns, feeling the magic in this beautiful space. Feeling the pulsating energy that resides here. The interconnectedness of all. Allowing yourself now to step into the clearing. And go and sit in the center of this clearing, either on the softer grass or on a blanket, whatever it is you're choosing. And as you sit comfortably, you become aware of the full moon above you. The moon looks like it's shining, but it's an illusion, it's false light, or just to reflect the light from the sun. And this is now an opportunity for you to shine the true source light on all your illusions, on the false beliefs, the fear programs, any lack consciousness, poverty consciousness, any self-talk, self-belief that no longer serves you. We now call in the Pleiadian emissaries of the light, the Syrian Archangelic League of the light, the Andromedan intergalactic beings of the light, and the Arcturian emissaries of the light, calling in the full essence and presence of Father, Mother, God, the source of all that is. Pulling in all the ascended masters of the light and the cones of the rays. Pulling in the mighty Elohim and their divine feminine counterparts. Pulling in all the archangels and their divine feminine counterparts. And specifically all the archangels that work with you and your life mission here on earth. Again, all your master teachers and guides, your guardian angels, and all beings of light that you personally acknowledge that you wish to join you now. The focus and the healing is placed upon you. To give you an opportunity to transmute this, to alchemize this, to integrate this. In order for you to change your reality. Asking that you are showing now, prior to lockdown, that version of you compared to your current version. What are you free from? What have you released, let go of, lost, or changed in your life? Become aware of all that you are free from and set your intent to free yourself from any other limitations or beliefs that is hampering your progress and for you to reach your highest and greatest human potential. Only you can free yourself. What have you freed yourself from? And what do you still choose to free yourself from? Just focus on that. Calling Father Saint Germain, the keeper of the violet flame, and Lord Rakowski, and the karmic board, providing you now with a violet bonfire. And all that you choose to free yourself from, and all that you have been freed from, just place it within the violet bonfire to be transmuted. Place any judgments within the violet flame, judgments of self or judgments of others. Place any difficult 3D experiences, low vibrational thought forms, belief systems, attitudes within the violet flame. All that doesn't resonate at your current vibrational frequency. Whatever residue belief systems there is about not being good enough or not being worthy, be it for a job, be it within a relationship, or be it any other way in your life. Throw the violet flame, all issues around not feeling worthy, any experiences that has affected your self-worth, self-esteem, self-image. Just place them all within this violet flame and transmute it. All the conditional love that you have experienced, just also place this within the violet flame. Any feelings of not feeling loved, just place this within the violet flame. Any lack of any sort, place it within the violet flame. Where your belief systems have created limitations within your own life, place this within the violet flame. Free yourself from it all. Free yourself from the curses that you placed upon yourself, the limitations that you spoke within your house, within your relationships, within your finances, within your life. And as all that energy is being transmuted now, I want you to become aware of all that you are free to do, free to experience, free to take on, free to love. Free to do. Embrace the freedom of speech, the freedom of expression, the freedom of love, being loved and loving, the freedom of choice, the freedom of exercising your free will. The freedom of making choices to live your life as you wish to. And the freedom of receiving all the blessings that is available to you, all the gifts of God, and the freedom of sharing your gifts with others. And getting handsomely paid for what you do. Your gifts, abilities, and talents. Becoming aware now of how your goals, your desires, your dreams has changed prior to the lockdown to now. What is it that has stepped up in importance? How has your value system changed? Allowing yourself to fine-tune your own vibration with the assistance of spirit to all that you are, your magnificence, your preciousness, to be all that you can be, fearlessly, regardless of what happens around you, proudly being different to others. Taking your focus now off the moon and all the illusions that it's brought up. And looking at the sun, of the source of all that is, the true light. Allowing yourself to bask in its rays. To refuel you, re-energize you. Have light within your head, within your mind. Light thoughts, light beliefs, light attitudes. Breathing in light within your heart. Breathing in light within your throat. Breathing in light within your solar plexus. As you reclaim your power, reclaim your confidence, reclaim your strength. Light within your third eye in order for you to see your next step forward. And your own self in light. Breathing in light within your sacral chakra. And breathing in light within your root chakra. Light within your hands, palm, and your feet chakras. Light within your earth star chakra and your soul star chakra. Above and below you. And feel yourself now anchoring and activating a column of light throughout your entire body. You are what you've been waiting for. The one to save you, the one to change you, the one to love you. The one to gift you. The one to motivate you. The one to appreciate you. The one to accept you. I want you now to see in front of you your divine masculine and divine feminine spirits. I want you to see them holding hands, looking at one another with love, with acceptance, with appreciation. Allow there to be a balance between your own divine masculine and feminine spirits. So that you can step up where you need to step up or step back where you need to step back. A balance between doing and receiving. And feel this balanced union now stepping into your heart and integrating within you. Breathe in the balance. Within, breathe in the power and the strength. Breathe in the protection and the blessing of God and the angels. Seeing yourself filled with light, surrounded by light. Thank all the beings of light that assisted you in shifting these energies today. And feel their gratitude for you for doing so. Feel their love and support for your journey. And when you are ready, you can slowly come back to this space, back to this now, back into your body. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes. And then I would love you to share what you've experienced in your meditations today. What you got, how you feel. Anita.
Yes, I actually found prior to COVID, the person that I was and the person that I am now, there's been a huge difference and a shift from the individual that I was. And even in my level of consciousness, I just found meditating during COVID in our sessions has changed me in so many ways. And it's actually all for the better. And I'm just a completely different. I actually handle situations so much differently to what I would have actually done prior to COVID. So yeah, so that's actually what came through to me, and I actually saw the change and the difference in myself. It's actually two different individuals. So I'm just so grateful for that. Thank you. And a
Wonderful,
lot
wonderful.
calmer though.
Yes, I can feel that. I can see that. Awesome. Thank you for that realization. We don't always realize how much we change until we look back and then we say, oh, wow, yeah, no, that person has been a lot different than this person. And then we can have
Absolutely.
clarification. Anybody else would like to share? You want to share?
Yeah. um, I found myself sitting on a rock, and there was a pool. Oh, shut up. There was a pool, and the moon was being reflected on the pool. And then you said, that is the false light. And I thought, but the sun, the moon is reflecting the light from the sun. and that is now reflecting in the pool. So it is all reflected light, and we are the light. And then it went further, and the sun is pure light. But then we can go further, and we have the grand central sun, which is love and light, and love being the biggest light there is. And that is reflected to the sun, which nothing can put out. And the moon reflects that, and that, so it is all reflected light from the grand central sun. And I was told to go and be the light to the world. And I could hand out as many lights as I wanted. It would never dim my light. Then I saw the collective, for lack of a better word, with their fire extinguishers trying to put out the lights. But the light can never be dimmed or put out. It always is. And I felt myself vibrating this light, and we all need to reflect this light. And then the last message was, I could withstand the storm because nothing can put out the light. So it doesn't matter how the storm blows or how many fire extinguishers they've got or whatever false stories they have, it is not the truth. And the truth is we are the light, and that is our job. Not to correct someone else, we are to be the light. And that's my message for the day.
Beautiful, yeah. So the words while you were speaking was to see what is the reflections. What is just a reflection of where they're at. Because if you're in a dark place, you can only reflect the darkness, and don't necessarily think that is the truth. Because it's just coming from sort of the false self, and not the true self. We are all at different levels. So some of us are vibrating at 5D, some of us are still vibrating at 3D, and people are at different stages at different places. And when we're at 5D, we're reflecting beautiful stuff to one another, and it's easy for us to love. But when somebody drops to 3D, it makes it a little bit more difficult. And then we can't relate so easily because we can't understand. But it's only when we give our power away to them and say, oh, okay, although I'm vibrating at 5D, I'm now going to drop to your level, and I'm going to accept these judgments. I'm going to accept this. I'm going to give you my power to say what I'm worth, to say who I am, to say what I can be. It's never to drop from here. It's to see them for where they are at and leave it, shine light, so that they can also make different choices for themselves. So yeah. Beautiful. I like the guided meditation. I saw lots of things shifted. And for me, there's just connecting to that source energy again. My batteries was a little bit low this morning, but I'm all charged up.
Good.
Fired up.
Good.
And anybody else that wants to share anything? Got a quiet group today. Okay.
Sorry.
Yes, Maria.
No. I just also found it very insightful with the messages that came through, but just reinforcing what you said about the illusions, that the reflection is sort of, the moon is reflecting the illusions that we have, the misperceptions, the paradigms, the beliefs that are not necessarily truth, light, and that we've seen them because we're so familiar with them. We interpret them as the truth. This is what it is. And I just saw a number of things that I have been seeing in one particular way because I wanted to see them in that way. And just realizing that I've seen them from an angle that is showing one reflection. I've not seen them from a different angle with a different light. And so they, there's an illusion that they are this thing,
Yeah.
but actually, if you just turn, you just look, you just, see it differently. It can change, it can help lift that vibrational level and change that frequency quite quickly. You just see it differently. You see it as an illusion, a thing that I have thought, but actually seeing it from the other perspective, another perspective, can show it isn't that thing. It isn't. So yeah, our views of ourselves and our views of others around us and our circumstances can be shifted quite quickly vibrationally if we just realize that actually we're seeing a reflection, we're seeing a reflection of light in a way that maybe can be seen differently.
Yeah.
Depending on
Very
where you
true.
stand.
Yes.
So yeah, I found it very, very helpful. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
It's beautiful.
Alrighty. I wish you all a magical week, and may miracle upon miracle just arrive in divine timing, and make you see how powerful you are, how beautiful you are, and how loved and treasured that you are.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.